What is up, everyone? This is Mosh from SouthernStyleGaming, and we're going to be taking a look into Brutal Legend, which this is going to be the start of my full Brutal Legend tutorial video, or videos that I'm going to be starting. And once I get through the whole main story campaign, I'm going to be going back and doing side quests. I'm now joined by DSNads180, who's my friend Joey from school, and so I'm sure he'll be making. Hang on, Joey. I'm sure he'll be making his remarks towards Battlefield 3, which we'll be doing in a little bit. But until then, I'm going to tell Joey what I just started doing, so he'll be filled in. Joey, I'm making a gaming video for YouTube. Shush. Making a gaming video for YouTube. Hang on a second. Okay. Anyway, and so we're going to go ahead and dive into this on normal difficulty. Um, of course, this game, if you've never played it before, it is a rock music game, not like Guitar Hero. It's more of an RPG. Um, you start off, of course, as Jack Black, who's part of a horrible band, and yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you can hear it, but as you can see, um, he's a roadie for this horrible band that sucks horribly, and um, he's pretty much the badass of their band that keeps them alive. So I'm going to go ahead and skip through this tutorial. And first thing that pops up says, from time to time, Brutal Legend may need to utilize strong language in order to accurately portray the authentic roadie experience. And you're given the option to either bleep it out or hear every nasty syllable. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this one. Anyway, and of course, I've skipped through it a little bit, so it's not at the same part. But the band's already started playing, and they are sucking it up. And he's going out to go save them. And while this is playing, I'm going to talk to Joey for a second. Joey, make a gaming video for YouTube. So, yeah. And when we get to this one's done, we're going to start over to our Battlefield 3 video. Anyway, um, so even though he hates this band completely, he first of all wants to save his guitar, which you'll later find out is called Clementine, and he's going to try to save the kid, which he does, of course. But in the process of it, saving the kid, he ends up killing himself. So you're going to see the scaffolding fall on him. Oh, poor thing, he's dead. Well, by doing that, he ignites a trigger of events which leads from the blood on his hand going down and touching his belt buckle, which is magically enchanted. So it'll just light up and start glowing. And then the monument behind them, of course, as you can see, drips blood. They talk to each other or something. And then Ormagoden comes out of the ground. He's the eternal fire beast, which you later find out. So he comes out of the ground, starts raising hell, and I'm going to skip through a little bit more. Next, it wants to tell you about graphic violence. You can either turn it off by clicking no gore, or you can click the one that says okay, but only when it would look really awesome. Of course, we're going to go for that one because it's really awesome. So as you can see, triple decapitation by Roar. So they fall on the ground. I'm going to skip forward again. He takes Eddie over to the altar and then warps time or whatever. So now he wakes up in his past life, uh, where these demonic monks are chanting around an axe. Let's skip forward again because there's no point in watching that video. So now you're actually playing. Um, this might be a horrible comparison, but a lot of the stuff in this game could be related to Zelda because once you pick up the axe, so I'm going to pick up the axe real quick. Called the separator. Um, One thing that it kind of resembles Zelda is it has a targeting system, and then you can do rolls. Um, Once you pick up your other axe, which is the guitar, which I'm about to get right here. So you pick up the guitar, and then he doesn't realize he kills them, but he does. It's called Clementine. And now you can start doing combo moves. But first, I'm going to show you the guitar. Like you can either do that, or you can do a pyro, or you can do a bunch of combo moves. You can do. I haven't learned the Earth Shaker move yet, but you can do baseball. And B, standing still is your block. You can also that's how you also roll and all that. Otherwise, you just go around and just beat the living hell out of these things. But so yeah, eventually you'll do those little rock finish things where you just kill them like that. See, now that you learn the Earthshaker, your goal is to make this thing collapse in on itself by doing it 3 times, and then just kill off the rest of these guys. Then it's gonna go over to a cutscene where he realizes he's on top of a giant thing, and of course I'm gonna skip through it because I don't have time for cutscenes. Well, I'll play a little bit of it. But then you have to fight this battle nun who comes in, and if you want a good strategy for beating her is just keep a distance, especially when she does her little fight thing. You don't have to kill these guys right here, but it kind of helps out a little. Um, but yeah, I think the baseball move is my favorite one because you just pop them up in the air and hit them. It's like playing baseball by yourself where you toss the ball up in the air. And you can also hit multiple guys at once. Matter up. Hey Joey, say something real quick. Anything in the mic. Alright, you're barely picking up. I'm gonna turn you up. So you can say whatever you want to. I mean, if you have outbursts, try to contain yourself just a little bit. It is really cool. Like the demo, which no, even though this is the demo, this is actually the first mission in the campaign. But I'm getting the full game in like uh 2 or 3 days. I ordered it a couple of minutes ago, so it should be here in about 2 or 3 days. But this is the actual demo that if you can download this off of the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live Marketplace, and it'll take you all the way to the first boss battle, and yeah. But yeah, Joey, you should go download it and give it a try and see if you like it. It does have a multiplayer mode, which results around the stage battle idea, which is introduced later in the campaign. I have played this before. I used to own it. But yeah, in this part, you're just stuck inside this little barrier, and all you do is just do an Earthshaker, knocks all 4 of them back, drops that thing down, and then this person right here, when I first played this, I thought it was a boss until I hit her, and then it turns out that it's Ophelia, who you were later acquainted with in the game.
Yeah, so you come for it as well. No, but these guys jumped me and... Hang on. And it was just sitting there, so... You handle it very naturally. Yeah, that's kind of strange, isn't it? I've never touched an axe before. Who are you? Right shoulder. We've got to get out of here before he arrives. Yeah.
And along the game, you will realize that you can actually team up with your partners and have them do special abilities like that. But by the time you get to the end of the game, you will have 12, I think, 12 different characters you can pair up with, unless you do multiplayer, and that puts you at 36 or 37 because you can play as all 3 factions in the game. Like right now, you don't see it yet, but this is the beginning of the Team Ironhead, um, which is named after the next people you pick up, the Headbangers, which are people that are locked in caves and bang their heads on walls all day. Um, this is where you learn about the Grand Slam move, and so, but yeah, as the game progresses towards the beginning and middle of it, there's only two factions. It's the Ironhead and the Tainted Coil, which is what these people are. But you never get to team up with these things. They're just campaign only. But later on, you go into I won't spoil the whole game, but later on, after you defeat the midway boss of the game, who you think is the bad guy, he one of your teammates branches off and becomes the Drowning Doom, which is a faction of goth people. Like they're pretty much just goth people with shovels and ghosts and all kinds of stuff like that. They're not like aliens, which is the Tainted Coil. But this is the first thing you get called Relic Razor. It follows the kind of thing along the lines of Guitar Hero, as far as you and like I said, it makes references to Zelda. If you've ever played Zelda before, you have to use the Ocarina of Time or something. Joey, don't forget I'm making a video for this. Oh, anyway, um, in Ocarina of Time, you would learn songs and you would have to play them to access certain stuff in the game. Well, this is kind of the same concept. You use your guitar and you can play songs like this, but it follows on Guitar Hero as you have a track and you have to play the notes in a certain order. So playing the Relic Razor one releases all these parts out of the ground, where then you just interact with one of the parts, and thus begins um, the progression of making the Druid Plow, which it will later be called the Deuce. And funny enough, the solo that you can play to summon the car is called Drop a Deuce, which is rather funny. Um, so yeah, he's got a cigarette in his mouth, and I feel he's being stupid. But he eventually has built himself a hot rod, and he's gonna apparently make Ophelia strip. Get her out of her robe. See, she has the Drowning Doom. Oh crap! I ruined it. Oops. You've awakened the spirit of the beast himself. I hope so. And of course, you got some Motorhead playing in the background back at the Funny Farm. I think it's back at the Funny Farm. Sounds like it. Yeah, it is. Anyway, so this part's pretty much. This pretty much just shows off the whole concept of the driving of the game. So later on in the game, you when you start doing road like traveling missions with the giant tour bus you get, you have to upgrade your vehicle via Ozzy Osbourne, and who is the guardian of metal, but you have to upgrade it with machine guns or flame. You have to put some kind of weapon on it to keep it from, so you can kill enemies that are like coming after you. And this is just the standard Deuce. You can upgrade it at any time, but or once you get to the like the little things. And there's also things kind of like the Gossip Stones in Ocarina of Time. Hang on.
Oh, come on! Fucking sick of you guys.
Quote that quote. Anyway.
All right. Well, I'm slaying these dudes to get that gate open, okay?
But I know I keep referencing this game to Zelda. I'm a big Zelda fanatic, but this game just reminds me so much of it. But it's more of a mature game. I mean, Zelda's pixies and all kinds of stuff like that. This game you're playing as one of the greatest actors I believe in the whole world, and which is very biased of me, but still, Jack Black is epic, and so you're playing as one of the greatest actors in the world to me still, and and here's an example right here. You're fighting a giant worm that looks like it has a vagina for a mouth. I mean, doesn't it? It looks like a giant vagina with teeth, and it's even pierced.
Did you know those dudes?
And it just coughs all over them. But this is where you learn about an upgradable from for the Deuce called the Nitro, which, as you can get a guess, it gives you Nitro.